treat, motherfucker.
Oh God, I hate you. I should have said that.
My ghetto's coming out.
No, that was great. That was great.
There's my quote, bitch.
Happy Halloween, CFC junkies. This is Toxic J for the Final Guys, right here for Corpses for Conversation. And as always, I have all my buddies for life.
John Bag the Clown.
SoCal Leatherface.
Mike Artisty.
And this is a bonus episode for the Final Guys.
Did you say boner episode?
Did I? Boing. I think we haven't really discussed, and of course, we're still in the month of October. We're here to talk about the Halloween franchise. Given our ranks, no particular order. Happy Halloween, gentlemen.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween to you guys,
Alright.
freaks and geeks.
Where's the candy? Oh,
Wait,
shit.
wait,
Okay.
I forgot.
Whoa,
Isn't
whoa,
Halloween
whoa.
every day for us?
Wait, I didn't find the candy, but I found the tequila.
John Carpenter's Halloween. Classic among classics in the horror, in cinema in
Amen.
general. Spawned a few
Proof.
sequels, more than a few sequels. Actually,
More than
12, 13 if you want, count all of them. It's kind of funny how Halloween reached 13, but Friday the 13th didn't reach 13.
Right, they should just
Only got
end
to
it at
12.
13, but I heard that they're already talking about rebooting Michael Myers again. Like, don't
But-
do it, man.
yeah.
End it at 13.
no,
Ugh.
no.
I
Yeah.
like the original. I like the Blum trilogy. Give it another 10 years. Not like next year.
Yeah,
I
I think they were talking about doing like something like a series or something. Maybe do like a series like they're doing with Chucky. That would be pretty cool. But
Money's money.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, wait till they get to 31, then they'll be like, okay, we'll just stop now.
Yeah, let's reboot it. Anyways, we're here
money,
to give...
money talks, but not enough bullshit walks.
Exactly. That is very true. So we're going to give our individual rankings. Quick description, because if we broke it down one person after another, it would be like a 4-hour episode. So we'll just make it short and sweet. Gentlemen, 13 films. What are your rankings for number 13? I'm going to start with SoCal.
Starting with the end, like, which is the worst?
No, you want to go your worst to best.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
So-
all right. Best one, obviously.
So number
guys, come
13.
on. Number 13, the best of the Halloween franchise.
No, the worst.
We
We're going from worst to best.
Yeah,
we're
to
going
best.
from worst to best, guys. I'm not paying attention. All right, the worst one has to be Rob Zombie's take on Halloween Part 2, the sequel.
You know
I
what?
mean-
I'm going to agree. My 13 is actually the same movie, Halloween 2. Well,
I'm gonna throw mine in there as well. Same thing.
The fuck?
Done.
I'm gonna be the odd man out. Number 13, Halloween Ends.
fuck
Halloween
you.
Ends. Well,
Exactly.
I mean,
That's why I'm
Fuck
gonna
you,
get.
clown.
That's why I said you're gonna be pissed about that. But you know what? You don't see Michael Myers for 45 minutes of this fucking film. It feels like a love story. I'm like, did I just walk into the wrong theater? What is this crap, dude? It was more focused on Corey's story. I am not lying. I may have said I piss a lot when I go to a movie, but this one I actually fell asleep and turned the movie.
yeah.
You know what? I'm not going to even go to the fact that you were complaining about how Michael Myers wasn't in the film, but yet Halloween 3 doesn't have Michael Myers, and that is beloved.
He actually does show up in Halloween Free, and they're watching.
Oh,
the
yeah,
original.
okay, the television. Come on.
Just a movie, man. Different
Oh, we'll
multiverse
get
right
to
there.
that one. We'll get to
See,
season.
and like, if I was to say anything good about Rob Zombie's second film, I feel like the first half is okay. Like when they
The
go to like
hospital
that,
scene was great.
yeah,
yeah.
that, and they go to like that Rocky Horror Picture, like she's dressed up like the Rocky Horror Picture Show, and they go to that party. It's pretty cool. I'm down with that. But the whole ending, dude, like when the girl's like saying like, "Mommy, please, Mommy, please," I think it's like some dominatrix type shit gone wrong that just
Yeah.
did not play out the way he thought it was in the script.
I
Yeah, when
thought
she comes out wearing that mask, I was like, really, dude? Like the ending was so bad, and then
it just seems like I didn't care for the first one. Okay, So when he came back to do part 2, and he did an homage to the original Halloween 2, 1981, I was like, oh, hell yeah. Okay, he knew he fucked up in the first one. I'm going to correct it. And to find it all a dream, I was done. And the fact that you had to see his bitch-ass wife, if you wanted her back in part 2, why did you kill her off in the first one? It doesn't make any goddamn sense.
Yeah,
It trying to justify, man, that his parents are dead. I get that, but why her as your mother, man? Why? It just did not play off well at all.
Yeah, it just seemed that Michael Myers just enjoyed the kills way too much in this film. And you can actually hear him grunting when he's lifting the knife up and just, I was like, really, dude? Michael was always the silent one.
He looks like that pro wrestler, Homeless Jimmy, that looked like a bum. Yeah, he was that's what he looked like.
Well, Tyler actually was a wrestler, wasn't he?
Yeah, Homeless Jimmy.
And to make TJ a little sad on this episode, or for that movie, man, Michael Myers eats a dog.
Yeah.
Here's the thing that's kind of been established before, the very first one, oh, you got hungry. I didn't mind that. The thing that I hated the most about this look of Myers, and it's the nickname everyone still calls it, is Hobo Myers. Yeah. He's got 3 jackets on. Half of his mask, he's not even wearing a mask. It's just half of it now. So you're just looking at this hobo the entire time. It's not Michael Myers. It's some homeless dude. Yeah, that's what you're watching.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of that, he don't even wear the mask the whole time. It's only when he wants to kill somebody, he just puts the mask back on, he's a Zodiac killer or some shit,
So, number 12, gentlemen. What's our number 12, I guess, worse or going up the scale? So, you know what? I'm going to start with me. It was H2O. The Halloween 20th anniversary. That movie annoyed me on so many goddamn levels. Jesus Christ, man. This is where they were trying to establish the fan base of Scream, and I know you did last summer.
Yeah, those stupid teenage slashers.
Because at the time it sold, but it sucked then, and it sucks now.
It's the 90s. That's what they did. They try to find who's big on the charts right now, and can we fit them in their movie, and how can we fit them in? That one had LL Cool J, right?
Yeah.
And it's I thought
that was Resurrection.
No, that was
Resurrection got Busta Rhymes.
Busta Rhymes, that's right, Busta Rhymes.
We will get to that, but fucking LL Cool J. LL Cool J just got off of Deep Blue Sea, and he went over here stepping up against Michael Myers. Oh, man.
Yeah, my number 12 was Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 as well, so we already covered that one.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to have to go with Halloween Resurrection.
Yeah, honestly, my number 12 is also Halloween Resurrection. I mean, you're going to kill off Laurie Strode in a ridiculous way. When she's falling off that building in slow motion, I couldn't help but laugh. I rewound it and watched her fly up in slow motion. It was pretty funny. And I'm just...
with the goodbye kiss, mind you. Which was...
Yeah.
What were they doing?
Brother and sister? Hello.
Okay, yeah, well, screw you all. My number 11, or my 11 is Halloween Resurrection.
Honestly, it's a teeter-totter between the two.
Yeah, I will take that any day of the week than Halloween 20. And the fact that we last saw Michael Myers, a 200-something pound man with a dirty, beat-up mask, to when the 20th came out, and he slimmed down and his mask was white and he had an afro. Made no fucking sense.
They had 7 different masks in that, including a CGI.
Yeah.
What were they thinking? Let's keep the aesthetic of Michael Myers, but just make him slightly ridiculous enough that we're not copying our predecessor. It's the same franchise. Just stick with it.
Yeah, the best part of Resurrection was that autistic kid in the first 10 minutes of that movie. When
he was an adult, but...
Yeah, well, yeah.
Whippersnapper, that's why...
But he was like, he's back, and he just gives him, Michael gives him the knife, and I was like, oh crap, that was actually the best part of the movie. How
he walked, he kind of was swinging back and forth.
Yeah,
which was kind of funny. It was a better improvement of a mask from H2O, but I will take this over that film. And I do, you know what? I like Busta Rhymes a little better than I do LL Cool J. Yeah. So I did the trick or treat. That's a quote within the series now, though. It was probably stupid then, but it's pretty cool now, you know?
Yeah, my number 11 was Halloween 6, Curse of Michael Myers. Yeah, the Cult of Thorn, all that, you know, Paul Rudd is Tommy Doyle. I'm like, really? You couldn't get any better acting than that.
Who doesn't like Paul Rudd, dude? Paul Rudd's funny in everything, Paul Rudd, man.
And I think it was either, I want to say it was after this, he did Clueless, and then he got big.
A lot of actors getting their movie debuts in horror films.
I think mine is just completely swapped with you. So 11 for me is H20. I don't like either of them. Honestly, if either of them comes on, I'm just going to change the channel. It's the same category of no.
Yeah, dude. Just to stay consistent with Michael, I'm piggybacking on that. You know, we had him switch TJ, but for me, it is H2O.
Okay. But what about number 10? So for me, it's actually Rob Zombie's Halloween. Like I have stated in the previous episodes before, like I have this love-hate with Rob Zombie, so I'm kind of like, I kind of want to support him, but then I don't. I hated this movie when it came out so bad. But over
the
time,
fact that they made him into like a white trash family.
Yeah, exactly. Of course, you know, broken down home, you know, and everything.
The hellbilly everything.
Like, yeah, Michael said, it's just he has to have that. If you think about it, Rob Zombie, it feels like he's more of a fan of 70s bikers movies and westerns than horror, because that's what his films kind of seem like.
He loves those exploitation type movies, you know, like the grindhouse movies.
Definitely.
Yeah, my number 10 was Halloween 5, Revenge of Michael Myers. That movie, I could not sit through it. Dude, I sat through the whole movie, but it was like, oh my God, when is this going to end? You know, the whole thing with Jamie, man, having that psychic connection with Michael Myers. I was like, really, dude? It's annoying as hell.
The movie itself is probably not the best. And people like hardcore fans will totally trash that. And I'm like, no, dude, he looks good. You know, and Don Shanks, I think that's his name, who portrayed Michael in Part 5, he takes so much joy in that role. He's like one of my favorite Michael Myers.
Yeah, but I never wanted an 8-year-old girl to die as much as I wanted Jamie to die in this movie. She's like,
damn.
Cookie like, woman.
Like, spit it out.
Oh man, so harsh.
That was your number 10.
Yeah, you said number 5, right?
Yeah, Halloween 5.
You like that? Dude, I think that mask is wonky though, guys. Come on. The mask is a little fucking wonky.
The 5?
Yeah, 5, dude. That's like the Nicolas Cage mask. It's like they took the skin of Nicolas Cage, dude.
Outside of the first one, they're all wonky. Fucking always like they're updating something and do something to like the furrowed brow or maybe like the less expression, scared looking face. No matter what, none of them can beat the first one. So, but for my number 10, I'm gonna have to go one above and just go 6.
First Michael Myers.
Yeah, mainly just because it did nothing for me. It was just like it was a nothing movie. Yeah.
Is that the one where he had the long hair too?
Yeah.
And he was like, he looked like he was 300 pounds. And
that was
when he walks, his arms like wiggle back and forth.
The heavy Michael Myers.
Right.
Yeah, the long hair was Part 5, but the heavy set was Part 6 for sure.
Yeah, long hair. So I was thinking spiky hair. Yeah, long hair was Part 5, but spiky hair, you had that like kind of static electricity look the whole time.
Yeah, 5, it looked like he had like a mullet the whole time.
Yeah, they're trying to go with like, hey man, some time is passing over these films, and sure, make them a little more heavy set. I'm also gonna have to piggyback off Michael though. I think we're on the same wave here. I'm gonna have to go with the Curse of Michael Myers. Same thing, man. Same reasons. It's just it was a chunkier Michael Myers. I mean, I didn't feel like they messed up the hair yet, but yeah, dude, you get this chunky Michael Myers chasing you down. It's like he's lucky he warps because he can't keep up with me.
All right, so number 9. Right, number 9.
Yep.
Mine's. Yep. We just literally just talked about it, so all I gotta say, it's actually the Curse of Michael Myers for me. What are their 9s?
My 9 was Halloween Resurrection. I thought it was the Batman and Robin of the Halloween franchise.
For me, I'm gonna double back again, completely reversal here. Rob Zombie's Halloween 1.
Oh hell no!
Yeah, it's a little bit more watchable than Halloween 6, but you know, again. Still not good. I appreciate him trying to put his own spin on it, but on the same token, don't. That's all I gotta say.
I mean, me and Michael were on the same wavelength, but I think we're going to shift just a little bit here. And it's like I enjoyed the same storyline between 4 and 5. I did like that they carried that over. I'm going to have to throw 5 right here in this slot, only because I don't like that look of Michael Myers in part 5. I think the long hair, and like I said, man, the Nicolas Cage type mask, it's like, it just doesn't do me right. I have to go ahead and give that one this.
And we'll kind of butt in here. I originally hated the look, but it's kind of grown on me. It's grown on me a little bit. I'm starting to enjoy the goofiness of it and kind of the history that it has. Like they added on a nose halfway through to make it meaner looking. It's like you have a weird story.
If you are set to make a sequel, you have the source material. You have 4 other films to look at. How did you come up with this? How did you change it that dramatically? Like, this guy's going to the Halloween shop every year to go ahead and buy a new mask. Like, do you have anything that looks like this, but a little more Nicolas Cage?
I need a little facelift.
I'm just like, dude, what's going on?
Now I kind of want to watch part 5 now.
There was one, I forgot which one it was, where he had the high cheekbones. It almost looks like he had like Botox done or something.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like,
H2O,
come on, man.
Yeah, that's H2O, yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's why I had to throw
No,
part
wait,
5
that's
in
Halloween
for me,
Resurrections. His face was more defined in Halloween Resurrection.
Oh yeah, he's got
that's
like
right,
those sharp
yeah.
features.
Yeah, okay, I get that. What about our number 8?
My number 8 was, I know I'm going to get a lot of shit for this one, but Halloween Seasons of the Witch. I mean, it was not the worst of the franchise, but I mean, if it was a standalone movie, if they would have taken the Halloween title out of it and just called it Seasons of the Witch or whatever, it would have had a way better cult following.
Well, I think that was the studio meddling and told John Carpenter, we want to attract more people. Let's just put Halloween 3 on it. Actually, it was supposed to be an anthology. Yeah. So the original John Carpenter's was the first one, and then Season of the Witch, but then people just they didn't buy it.
Just to piggyback off of what TJ was saying, man, like, yes, that is exactly the original idea of the Halloween franchise. It was supposed to be a bunch of anthologies. They were supposed to mix and match and have, different stories that all took place on Halloween. But after the huge success of the first Halloween, he just said, you know what, scrap it. And he made a second one, a direct continuation. And then after that said, you guys, I want to go back to my anthology type idea and try to make it. And, it's not a flop of a film. It's definitely not by any means, but people were saying, like, where's Michael Myers?
Yeah, they were rejecting it.
Where's Michael Myers? Where's Michael Myers? Which is why part 4 is called The Return of Michael Myers.
Another comment I had on it was, you guys want to talk about rapey vibes, man? Tom Atkins in this whole fucking movie, dude. Dude, he barely met this girl, and they're already banging in the motel like the next night. I'm like, bro,
it's in his contract. He's like,
I gotta sleep with every girl.
I'm like, bro, man, he just smells of bad cologne and whiskey.
You want to be in our film? As long as I sleep with a woman, make it worth my while. Give me my 30 seconds of fame, as they say.
His hairy chest.
Zoom in for the money shot. Here it comes.
I think I saw him at like Monster Palooza or something. The last event he did, and it was like he's had so much Botox and plastic surgery done. It's like, holy crap, man. He's just trying to keep that look alive, I guess.
He's trying to keep his old man look from part 3 alive. Once I hit, I don't want to look a day over 53.
You guys are doing this on purpose now, just randomly. As long as I can sleep. All right, sorry.
Man.
Well, it's funny because mine is actually, we talked about it once again. My number 8 is actually Halloween 5. I love the way he looks. I never even thought like a Nicolas Cage Michael Myers, but like he was a brute to me, and that's why I think it just kind of like a comic book feel. So I think that's why I liked it. It wasn't the best, but I enjoy it.
It's like the definition of when they say, like, don't order your masks off of, like, eBay. You know what I mean? Because you're going to get... You ordered Michael Myers, but you got Nicolas Cage.
Or Wish or something like that.
Yeah, exactly, Wish.
For me, we're getting into the Halloweens I can kind of at least sort of enjoy. Or at least I like the looks of, because there's something about it. Like, you don't like it, but you do. For me, it's going to be Halloween 4.
You're talking about the 8th one, right? For your 8th?
Yes, for my
Okay.
8th, it'll be Halloween 4. Yeah, everything below that, I guess maybe 5, but everything below that is stuff that if I see it on the channel, I'm just turning it off.
Okay, all right.
That's
So I'll
not
just
worth my
okay.
time.
Okay, I mean, honestly, you cannot deny though that Halloween 4 has the best horror movie intro out there, especially for this time.
The one where you don't get the title track, right? Yeah.
And I think that's what
Because all you see is like the fields and stuff.
Yeah, and I think it's the eeriness of just this, like, you just hear the wind blowing and like branches and stuff.
Yeah.
And then that's what made it creepy, and I liked it. Like, I loved it.
Yeah, we're getting to the point where I'm not ranking my least favorites. Now I'm ranking it from my favorites. Or to my favorites, I should say. On to the good stuff.
So we're on to number 7.
Yeah, we're still on 8, I believe, man. Because my number 8.
Oh shit,
is...
my bad.
I know we're kind of losing track a bit here, but yeah, my number 8 is where I flip flop with Michael here. My number 8 is the Rob Zombie Halloween, and I mean, there were certain things about it that I enjoyed. There were other things I didn't like. I didn't think that he needed a backstory at all. I kind of thought that was like, it doesn't need to be said.
Yeah.
It's like, being comic book fans and people are like, let's give the Joker a backstory. There's just certain characters you just don't need a backstory for. They are because they are. And the thing I thought that was kind of ridiculous, which is if you went to see this movie in theaters or if you bought the, Blu-ray, DVD, whatever, they created 2 different ways of how Michael Myers got out of his cell. One of them is he just kind of like broke his way out in the theatrical cut, which is like, okay, that seems more Michael Myers. But Rob Zombie, being Rob Zombie, said, hey, if I get a chance to do an unrated for the DVD release, I want to make it that for some reason, one of the orderlies chose to take a woman that's also inside of the insane asylum, bring her into Michael Myers' room, and he starts boning her right there on the bed. Like, do you like this, Michael? Check it out. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? This is so pointless. Like, that was what really killed that movie for me.
That is
and then
Rob
Michael
Zombie.
Myers just yeah, exactly. He's like, I had the chance to do whatever, and he gets up and he kills that guy, rightfully, because that's ridiculous. And then he kills her too, just for the hell of it. Let's pad the body count. Other than that stuff, and other than the childhood, trauma stuff, it was a pretty good, movie. I like that it got really gritty. It explained how he got his mask back. It explained how he got his, get up, his outfit from that one trucker guy brought back from other Rob Zombie films. That movie had to get 8 from me, man.
Now I'm getting into my favorites of the series, but yeah, has to be number 4, man.
Mine will be Halloween H2O.
Whoa,
just because I love the ending.
That's pretty high, dude, for a bad movie. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I love the ending though, where they switch up costumes or uniforms with Michael and the paramedic, and he crushes his larynx. Lori doesn't know it's actually the paramedic, and she chops his head off. And you think that's it. All right, Michael Myers is finally dead, so you get to Halloween Resurrection.
Such a 90s thing to do. You killed the killer. No, I didn't. Oh, I was a different person. Such a 90s thing, man.
Yeah, just a switcheroo type thing. It's like, oh, crap.
I know. The 90s thought that they were original with, we created the switcheroo. You know what I mean? You killed Ghostface. No, you didn't.
Michael?
For me, I think I'm going to have to give it to Halloween 3, because now we're getting to everything that actually is, like, good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And it was good, by itself, ignoring the fact that it's got the name Halloween. If it was just something else, it'd still be a good movie. It can't beat what comes next on the list.
SoCal.
For me, 7 would have to be Halloween 3, just like Michael. It was an anthology film. It's a standalone. It's good. It's not a bad film, but it doesn't have to do much with Michael Myers. That's what people come here for when they watch a Halloween movie. So I'm giving that 7.
Okay, so on to 6, I guess. So mine, we just talked about it, like, it's Halloween 3. I love it. Over time, they took a chance on it, and it took how many years to finally be accepted within the series? When this movie first came out, everybody pretty much hated it. But now it's, like, beloved.
It just grows on you like a fungus.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
All right.
You look at it as not a Halloween film, but just, part of that kind of anthology franchise. Yeah, it's a good film.
Okay, so what about you, Michael?
All right, which one are we on? 6?
Yeah, 6.
I think we skipped one of mine. Yeah, so Halloween 3 was supposed to be my number 6. So I think I messed up last round. It was actually, I completely skipped over. Halloween 4 was my number 7, and Halloween 5 was my number 8. So for my number 6, Halloween 3.
Okay. Well, same as me. So, okay.
My number 6 would be Halloween 4, Return of Michael Myers.
Okay.
This is where you finally, Dr. Loomis is finally losing his mind. Everybody thinks he's nuts. Michael Myers, they brought him back with a vengeance in this one. Mind you, he was done. He was gone in Seasons of the Witch, Part 3. But this one, when he came back, he was pissed.
Yeah. Number 5, we already talked about it again. Halloween Ends. I think it was a great conclusion of the Blumhouse trilogy. Now, we already said this was getting divided by fans. I loved it. I like the fact evil doesn't just sit with one person. It can transform or pass over to another person. That was different, but still the essence of Michael Myers, in my opinion, were there. So yeah, that's my 5. I loved it.
And I have to agree with TJ. And also, I don't know if I said my 6, but yeah, my 6 was just like Dime. It was number 4, Part 4. We got back Michael Myers. But yeah, my number 5 has to be Halloween Ends. We did, like TJ said, we do get back evil. And yes, evil has taken a different form. Sure, a lot of the movie didn't have Michael Myers, but I wasn't totally offended by it. I kind of liked that we were getting into like a new story, like let's retell an old story that's been told 13 times, and let's just go ahead and try to give it like a fresh coat of paint. And I feel like this one was getting there. They probably wanted to see how people would grasp on to Corey Cunningham, to see if he could be like the new Michael Myers. They even did the whole CC, like MM. And I mean, I didn't hate him. I do think it was kind of weird that this was like half of a love story between him and his love interest, but at least he still got to get got towards the end, and the film, the fans still got to get what they wanted. So that's gotta be my number. Or is he? I know, you can just take a stab to the neck and just live, you know what I mean? It's 2020, so.
Broken neck, yeah. No, for 5, I'm gonna save ends for the next one, but 5, I'm gonna have to go for Halloween 2. It's one of the most iconic moments in Halloween history, the bloody tears. You had Dick Warlock, one of the most well-known, respected stunt coordinators, stunt actors out there, for donning Michael Myers for the second time. We see him on screen, and he gives it a new look, because it's same mask, new look, because he's got that fatter face, so it stretches out, just gives it his own spin, but still continuing off of Part 1. So number 5, I'm gonna have to give to Halloween 2, original, 1981.
There you go, man. Michael's down for the dick. I'm back.
Yeah, my number 5, I'm gonna have to go Halloween Kills. It's definitely up there in my top 5. One of the most brutal Halloween movies out there. That ending scene where the whole crowd comes together. Evil dies tonight. And they just beat the crap out of Michael in the middle of the street, and he just picks himself up, dusts himself off. It's like, all right, bitches, it's on.
If we only knew then what we know now.
He just kills pretty much the whole town.
He was like a deathmatch wrestler.
Yeah.
It's like, I like how you're even getting that speech, by Laurie Strode, while she's kind of like talking about it.
Yeah.
Like, he is evil.
I always thought Michael Myers was flesh and blood, just like you and me. But a mortal man could not have survived what he's lived through. The more he kills, the more he transcends into something else impossible to defeat. Fear. People are afraid. That is the true curse of Michael.
He is its essence. Like, he can't just be killed
he can never
by normal means, you know? And yeah, and then all of a sudden he just like overpowers everyone, finds this brutal strength to just start massacring everybody in the street. I have to go along with Dime. Mine is also Halloween Kills. It's a good scene. I mean, we did get a lot of Michael Myers, and yeah, he did exactly as the title said. He killed a lot.
Yeah.
And especially at that ending point. I don't know, I was wondering if they were just going to go ahead and end it there at the time, and I'm like, is this going to become a trilogy or what? And I'm glad that we did, turn it into a trilogy. But yeah, Halloween Kills.
And it's funny that you mentioned that. I'm going to just piggyback off what SoCal said. My number 4 is actually Halloween Kills. Now, this got like a lot of criticism because, like Diamond said, just he got beat down by a bunch of people, and all of a sudden he got up and killed people. I'm like, there were too many kills. So it's like, okay, Art the Clown can kill a whole bunch of people and you'd be okay with it. But when Michael Myers kills a bunch of people, you guys seem to be offended by it.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see how that makes sense? It doesn't. And so I don't get the hate for it.
Can't please everybody.
Yeah, of course. We didn't have much of Laurie Strode in this film, but like in Halloween Ends, we had more Laurie Strode than less than Michael Myers. But this is my top 4. Like, I love this film. It's a slasher film. And yeah, it's supposed to be slashy.
I'm gonna have to drop mine off at Halloween Ends. I am one of the people that appreciated that they did something new. I didn't mind that Michael wasn't in it that much. I mean, you look at the original again. It's not like Halloween Kills where he's in there the whole time seeing him kill everything. He's just barely there in the background up until the very end. And the kills they did have, they're great. I love the look of Corey's whole getup when he starts killing. I didn't really like the Scarecrow too much. Everyone's kind of obsessing over that from what I'm seeing in the artist community. I also love just the grungy, moldy, dirty, gross Myers living in a cave. All pimply underneath, too, full of pus and nastiness.
They were building more into the fact that, the dude's 50 years old or something, He's an old guy living
70.
in the sewers. Yeah, there you go, man. I like that they were actually building into that he is the age that he is. He's not a supernatural force. He is just a man. They made him a little more human.
So my number 4 was Rob Zombie's Halloween, the first one.
Whoa. Okay.
I thought it was a perfect casting of Tyler Mane as Michael Myers. This guy's like 7 feet tall. This is what Michael Myers should have been. Huge, menacing, just figure of a man. The only thing I didn't like is them, like I said earlier, of them making it like this white trash family. Did we really need to see the backstory of Michael Myers? Probably not. It is what it is.
Yeah, he was just trying to recycle some of, his usual come-tos when it comes to his actors that Rob Zombie uses. He's like, well, how can you, give me another paycheck with this next film you're coming out? He's like, I don't know, do you want to be Michael Myers' like stepdad?
I'm surprised they didn't use Robert Mukes as Michael Myers.
That's true. That's a very good point.
That's a big guy himself.
A really big guy.
Gentlemen, we're down to the top 3. So I'm pretty sure what our number 1s are, but for me, for my number 3, it's Halloween 2018. I think it was back to form to the franchise, and it was a better sequel to the original than H2O.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with you on that one. I have number 3, Halloween 2018. Picks up 40 years later, where the first one left off. And it's a direct sequel to the first one. Part 2 is not even mentioned. Because part 2 is when they say, Michael Myers is your brother. They don't even mention that in here.
They make a joke about it, blow over it, like, nah, that's just a stupid story.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, Halloween 2018, number 3.
All right, and as for me as well, guys, number 3 would have to be Halloween 2018. I did enjoy this revitalization. When I first heard this movie was going to be made by, Danny McBride, you know, coming straight up like this is the end. I'm like, yeah, this is gonna probably be some shit. It's gonna turn into like a comedy. Michael Myers is gonna be like cracking jokes or something funny. But Danny McBride surprised me with this, and I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, he did the last Alien movie too.
Yeah, when he did this Halloween movie, he really did find that niche. And I mean, maybe because he wasn't the only one in charge, but definitely that movie did revitalize the story. As Dime had said, they did just kind of cut off the whole brother-sister thing from part 2, but they really brought it back in such a great way that it just brought new fans to the franchise and brought back the original fans back to the theaters and be interested to see what's coming next. So I have to give number 3 to Halloween 2018.
I'm going to be the odd one out here. Give it to Halloween Kills. Everything good about the movie has already been said. There's nothing much to add on.
Okay. Down to our last 2, gentlemen. So for me, it has to be Halloween 2, 1981. What hasn't been said that we already said? Just like Michael, but, you know, Michael likes the dick.
What did he say?
I like Dick Warlock, too.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, mine is Halloween 1978, the very original. It's number 2.
Whoa, that's number 2.
I know, man. I'm going to get some hate mail for that one.
What the hell?
You know,
my goodness.
I'm
sorry. One word. It's a classic. It's a classic, but...
Don't shut off the episode yet. Don't shut off.
We might have to fire you after this, bro. Oh, my God.
Hey, come on. Everybody picks number 1 as their favorite. Right?
Okay. Fair enough.
All right. You know, for me, Freaks and Geeks number 2 is, like TJ said, Halloween Part 2. It is the perfect sequel to the original, even though the 2018 did kind of redo the whole storyline.
I feel like Part 2 is darker.
Yeah. I know. It's like you could watch them back to back and feel like you're just watching one full-length movie. Like you only got half in the original. He had a chance to step back into it and just like continue on that storyline. It's still Halloween night.
I forgot what it's where I purchased my extended cut for Friday the 13th Part 8. Oh my God, the title is escaping me. Anyways, they also have a copy and they edited Part 1 and Part 2 together in this long extended edition where it just continues. I want to get my hands on that because you can finally see the whole way through without stopping.
And that's originally how it was supposed to be released, but the studio said it was just way too long, so that's why they broke it up into the 1 and 2.
Yeah, I want that cut. And I know someone that has it, and they said it's amazing. Anybody else?
Michael, did you give your number 2 yet?
No, I did not. My number 2 would be Halloween 2018. To me, I think that is the perfect sequel. I love Halloween 2. All right, it's fun and all, but like even the people who made it, they did not enjoy it. You know, Lords, the entire time, Jamie Lee Curtis was wearing this weird, goofy wig. They were shooting for longer hours than they wanted to, so everyone was tired. They're like, we don't even want to do this movie. There was things that they had to add because the studio told them to. Like, we don't want to, but fine, whatever. We're just tired. Let's just finish this. You can see it's some parts in there. It wasn't as much love or enthusiasm as it should have had. 2018, though, like just rebooting the series, it is the better sequel. Like I can see that as my Halloween 2. So Halloween 2018 is my number 2.
And we are on to our top pick.
Yeah, TJ, we have made it, man. Number 1.
This is a long ass episode. I'm pretty sure, with the exception of Dime,
yep,
it's John Carpenter's Halloween.
John Carpenter's Halloween.
That is a no-brainer. And
everything about
the goat. The goat.
So yeah, see, there you go. Number 1.
I'm talking about you guys being sheep, following everybody else being the number 1 is your favorite.
Yeah. Okay.
We just got eyes, man.
Yeah. Now it's up to you. You're the odd man out, Dime. So tell us what the Holy Grail on your list is.
From 1981, Halloween 2. Just like you said earlier, a little bit ago, it's the darker of the franchise. It's very dark. The ending was amazing when they shoot him in the eyes and you get the blood streaming down the eyes. That was awesome. Shot all in one location, just the hospital itself, except for the Loomis scenes.
It's like a veterans hospital now.
Yeah,
I guess people have gone over the years. and there's just like a gate and they can't get through. I guess I was fortunate enough because the gate was open and I didn't know, and I drove all the way in there.
Oh shit!
So I started taking pictures. I was like, "Oh, cool!" But
that's cool.
So yeah, that's fair assumption.
Yeah, if it would have ended at this, you know, if it would have ended at Halloween 2, the whole franchise would have had more respect for me. I love Halloween, the whole franchise in itself, but Halloween 1, Halloween 2, end it right there. Done.
All right, Freaks and Geeks, you have all 13 of our rankings for the Halloween franchise. From worst to best, honestly, we still love the franchise. I, for Toxic J, along with
SoCal Leatherface,
Dimebag the Clown,
Michael Hardesty,
Trick or Treat, and Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween!
From all of us here at Corpses for Conversation, yes, happy Halloween. And as always, between all of that candy you're going to eat and all the stuff that's going to be left under the bed for half the year, always remember to take a look back at that and always be kind and rewind.